And we've got a special guest with us today. We've got Tila Rowland Hubrecht, and she's along with us to talk about her campaign as Republican candidate for state representative. And Tyler, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here today.
Sure. And it's getting into election time as we're getting to the summer, and you start to see the signs out and about, so it's getting that time again.
It is.
And we got a couple elections coming up, which is very unique for the 151st race. We've got a primary, not only a primary, but a special election as well. So maybe just
that is correct.
Talk about that briefly.
On the primary election, you'll see each candidate for each party that's running for that office. But then on the special election, you're going to see two candidates, the Republican candidate, which is myself, and the Democrat candidate. So everyone's going to have to vote twice for a candidate, once for the special and then once in the primary on August the 5th, which will be something that I'm not sure has happened in quite some time.
It's certainly a unique circumstance with this,
yes.
certainly this race, that you'll actually have to vote twice. So that could certainly cause some confusion out there.
Right. The most of the questions that I'm getting from voters right now when I'm going door to door is the question of how is this going to be placed on the ballot, and I can only tell them we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We're not sure exactly how that's going to appear on the ballot or how it's going to look yet.
So is it going to be on one ballot, or is it going to be separate ballots?
There's talk that it's going to be one ballot, but then there's talk that it's going to be two. So
wow.
I'm not sure.
That's going to be tough to figure out.
Yes, I feel for Mr. Watson.
Yeah, you just hope that the votes come in right after all that. So it certainly could be a challenge come election time. And that date is August 5th. Do I have that right?
Yes, that is correct, August the 5th. So I'm telling everyone on August the 5th, vote twice for Tila.
Okay, that's a good slogan there.
Yes.
It should stick.
It rhymes.
Sure does. And let's just talk a little bit about your campaign. I know a lot of people, when you go out and about, they want to know where you stand on different issues. So do you mind sharing with us some of the topics?
I'll be glad to. Business is an issue that is brought up a lot. Our need for jobs in this area, our need for more jobs and job growth is an issue of discussion. And I've told everyone that I want to do whatever I can, if elected as state representative, to promote Southeast Missouri, to bring those jobs in and to keep the jobs that we currently have. I believe that we can do this best by decreasing overburdensome regulations that businesses have right now. Businesses need to be able to conduct themselves without government interference, and that is what I want to fight for.
Okay, and that takes the economic and business concept going forward. Is there anything else you'd like to share with the viewers out there?
All the local and community business leaders, I think when we all work together, I think we have the answers for what Southeast Missouri needs. Because in Southeast Missouri, we are so unique. We have businesses that are more of an industrial type business, but then we also have the businesses that are agricultural. And I believe that Southeast Missouri could be a leader in the entire state in the business environment. And I'm not sure that the rest of the state realizes how much they really do depend on Southeast Missouri's economy.
Sure.
So I think we could, if we grow, the whole state will grow.
Sure.
Which can be an awesome thing. And as a mother, as my children grow up, my oldest one has gotten married, I want those jobs here so that my kids stay here. And then my grandkids can be born here. And I think every other parent of children feels the same way that I do. So we want those jobs and we want to keep our kids here.
Sure. Yeah, it's certainly heartfelt in that manner. Sure,
yes.
Certainly. Any other topics?
In agriculture, I want to really support our export opportunities. Our farmers can produce a lot of grain, a lot of agricultural products we can produce right here, and we just need to be able to get those to market. So I want to do what I can to support those export opportunities and the ways that we need to get those out. We were very fortunate. Lansing is developing their nice grain terminal here, and I think that will be a boost to our agricultural industry.
Sure. A big part of the country, agriculture here.
Yes.
And the central part of the country. And some of the best soil you can find are in the country, is this part.
Absolutely. As a child, I spent a lot of time in the soil here. My dad's a farmer, so I got to spend my summers out in the field.
Sure. All right. Anything else?
Cutting taxes. I would like to do my part to support the reduction of government spending and make sure that our tax dollars are used wisely. We all live on a budget, and I want to make sure that our budget for Missouri is done in a way that's, going to be beneficial to all of us and not make anyone feel that a huge burden is being put upon them.
Sure. And that's been some contention in the Capitol.
Yes, it
here
has.
late with different tax issues, different laws out there being debated. So it's pretty contentious out there.
And we have an issue right now that'll be up on the ballot in August as well, regarding whether we're going to do some more funding for our highways. So
Sure.
there's a lot of debate out there right now on the various issues related to taxes and money and spending, which I think we all have that even in our own homes.
Sure.
How to spend the money, how to make it every dollar stretch as far as it possibly can.
Sure. And of course, with state issues, a big part of the state government has to do with education, how those monies are allocated and how it's organized, and
Exactly.
just maybe tell us a little bit about education that you're interested in.
Education. I have 6 years of experience teaching in schools right here in Southeast Missouri. Actually 8 years total, but 6 right here in Southeast Missouri. And as a teacher, when I did teach, it feels like many years ago, I knew what my kids needed in the classroom. I knew what they needed to be taught. I knew where those kids were, and I knew what I needed to do to get them to where they needed to be by the end of the year. I want to support the teachers in the classroom, and I want to stay out of their business and let them teach. Teachers get a lot of interference. Education kind of gets played with a little bit in many arenas, and I want to support local control of schools. I want to back the teachers and give them the opportunity to do what they do best. They know, they've been trained, they know how to educate our children, and I want to give them that opportunity to do so without my interference. I want to support them and allow them to do their job.
Yeah, there's a lot of debate about education here, certainly in the past handful of years, about the federal government, what they're wanting to do, what state government's wanting to do. Not only that, the local communities and what they want to do. So.
And in this district, the 151st, I have visited not all of the schools, but quite a few of the schools, and they're all good schools that they're trying very hard to give the kids their very best. And I feel that as a state representative, my job would be to support what they're doing, not to try to make it harder for them to do their job. So I want to do what I can to make their job as easy as possible.
Sure. All right. Anything else you'd like to touch on?
I'm pro-life. I definitely will protect the unborn. I also want to protect seniors. Possibly many seniors, as they get older, they want to help, and they fall victim to a lot of those scams and fraud, things that happen to some of the elderly. So I want to do what I can to protect our seniors while also making sure to protect the unborn and protecting our children as well through the support of law enforcement on their fight on drugs. So
Okay.
yeah, a lot of issues out there.
Yeah, a lot of them. It's hard to get through in any span of time when it comes
Yes.
to anything government related. A lot of things to touch on, and that's why they have legislators go out there and try to take care of the things up there. So.
And the thing that's been really nice, going door to door talking with the voters in this area, so many people have brought out different issues that I haven't gotten around to reading about those a lot, because there are so many issues that are in front of legislators these days. And the people have so many good ideas about what needs to be done and what they feel would best, support their family, support their business. So I really am enjoying my time of getting out, going door to door, talking with the voters and hearing what the voters have to say. So I really look forward to meeting more and more of the voters and hearing what the people in this area want and expect from a representative.
Okay. All right. And do you want to let anybody out there of any functions you got coming up? People can.
We are scheduling hot dog roast on many Saturdays. So in the various communities, people will be seeing flyers that will be being posted. And we're doing those in different districts. We had to unfortunately cancel the one that we did have planned for this past Saturday, but we have another one planned for this coming Saturday in Puxico at Houck Park on Saturday from 4 to 6. And if anyone wants to come, we'd certainly welcome that. And we're going to be having some more planned. We've got one coming up in Bernie the next Saturday.
Okay.
So we're looking forward to meeting everyone.
All right. Well, we appreciate you spending some time with us and
thank you.
Talking about your candidacy for the state representative position here in the 151st district, which is mainly Stoddard County, but a little bit of some other Scott County.
The western edge of Scott County, which will be Chaffee and Oran, are the two largest cities of that portion of the Scott County area.
Okay.
So.
All right. So we'll be looking forward to election time coming up August 5th. And it's 2 elections in one, as we previously mentioned. Not actually in one, but 2 separate elections, a primary and a special election.
Just on the same day.
On the same day. So it's making history.
Yes.
So be a part of it. August 5th. Vote on Election Day. And Tila, we appreciate you talking with us. And we'll be looking forward to seeing how everything goes forward.
Thank you very much.
All right.